Students, so we have finished with practice set 1.1. Yes, now we'll be starting the next topic, that is comparison of rational numbers. Let's see how do we compare the rational numbers. Now here, if you see, a upon b represents any rational number. Yes, and for this rational number, which is a fraction, there is always, yes, a constant. Now here I have written constant k. Yes, so where ka upon kb is equal to a upon b. Yes, so if a constant is multiplied, that is to the numerator and denominator of a fraction, yes, then the value of fraction will not change. It will remain the same, provided that constant is not equal to 0. Keep this in mind. Yes, so on the basis of this, we will be comparing the two rational numbers. Yes, now here I have written any two rational numbers. These are the two fractions, and if you see, their denominators are different. Yes, students, now this, like constant, application of constant to a fraction, yes, will be done. Mainly our main purpose will be to equalize the denominators of the fraction, because if the denominators of the fraction are equal, then on the basis of numerators we will be able to compare these fractions. Yes, so for example, in this fraction, if we equalize the denominators, yes, by using the constant, then we will see the numerators. So the fraction after equalizing the denominator, that with the greater numerator will be the greater fraction. Is that clear? And then next, like on a number line, if you see, yes, how do we compare the negative and the positive fractions? If you see on a number line, all the numbers written towards the left, yes, all the numbers which we write on the left, they are all negative numbers. Yes, and those towards the right are positive numbers. So always, if you want to compare the negative and the positive fraction, then always the negative fraction will be lesser than the positive fraction. Just as the negative numbers, okay, other numbers, whole numbers, natural numbers, they are also less than compared to the positive numbers. Is that clear? Yes. Now we will just see how we proceed for comparing these fractions. Yes. Now here you have 5 upon 4. So to equalize the denominators, yes, we have to multiply this fraction, yes, both numerator and denominator by 3. Yes. So 5 upon 4 will be equal to 5. Here I said we will be multiplying this fraction by constant 3. Yes. So that will be equal to 15 upon 12. Yes, so this fraction is equal to 15 upon 12, where I have multiplied this by constant 3. So the value of this fraction, which is 15 upon 12, will be same, yes, as that of 5 upon 4. Next fraction which we have to compare this to is 2 upon 3. So let's write 2 upon 3. So to equalize the denominators, we have to multiply this fraction, yes, numerator and denominator by 4. Yes, so 2 multiplied by 4 upon 3 multiplied by 4. Yes, which is equal to 8 upon 12. That is equal to 8 upon 12. Yes, now students, if you see this, 5 upon 4 is equal to 15 upon 12 and 2 upon 3 is equal to 8 upon 12. So if you see, the denominators are equal now, which was our main purpose. Yes, we already equalized the denominators. Now on the basis of numerator, we can compare these fractions. So 15 is greater than 8. Yes, therefore, now here we can write, therefore 15 upon 12 is greater than 8 upon 12. Because 15 upon 12 is greater than 8 upon 12, yes, the fraction corresponding to this is 5 upon 4. So 5 upon 4 will be greater than 2 upon 3. I hope that is clear to you. That's the reason 5 upon 4 is greater than 2 upon 3. Yes, I hope this is clear to you. Students, here are some rules to compare the two rational numbers. Yes, so say if A upon B and C upon D are any two rational numbers where B and D are positive. Yes, B and D, these are the denominators. If they are positive, then the first rule says if A multiplied by D is less than B multiplied by C, that is A multiplied by D here, yes, a cross multiplication, and which is less than B multiplied by C, yes, then the fraction on the left hand side, that is A upon B, will also be less than C upon D. Yes. Next, second one, if A multiplied by D is equal to B multiplied by C, then the fraction, yes, A upon B will also be equal to C upon D. Clear? Third one, again, if A multiplied by D is greater, yes, then that is this A multiplied by D is greater than C multiplied by B, then A upon B will also be greater than C upon D. Yes, then this fraction will be greater than C upon D. Clear? I hope all these three things these are the rules to compare the two rational numbers. They are clear to you. Yes. Students, now in your textbook on page number 3, we have practice set 1.2. We will be starting with that. Okay. Now here I have put first 6 questions of the practice set 1.2. So we will be solving them step by step as per the rules which we have studied. Okay. So the first one we have -7 and -2. How do we compare this? Because the question says you have to compare the following numbers. Yes, the first question in that practice set says compare the following numbers. So first one, how do we compare -7 and -2? Students, one thing you remember before comparing the numbers, like the rational numbers, when we have two negative numbers, yes, first write them or convert them into positive. Yes, and the greater number over there, it will be just reversed for the negative numbers. Yes, so more positive, the greater number, the greater positive number, yes, in that case if you write the negative numbers, then the negative number will be lesser. Yes, so we will actually see when we solve this. For example, if you have -7 and -2, so first we will write this into positive, that will be 7, +7 and +2. So you all are aware that of course 7 is greater than 2. But for negative, this will be reversed. Because if you see the number line, yes, all the numbers written on the left hand side, yes, they are always lesser than those on the right hand side. Because on the left hand side we have negative numbers and on the right hand side we have positive numbers. Yes, that is of the 0. Right hand side of 0 and left hand side of 0 we are talking about, as you are aware of the number line. Now, here also, if you see -7, yes, as I said, it will be reversed for the negative numbers will be less than -2. Because if you see on the number line, -7 is towards the left of -2. So all the numbers towards the left will be lesser than the numbers towards the right hand side of the number line. Clear? So first convert into positive, and then the one which is greater, once we write them into negative, that will be less. It will be reversed. Is this clear? Yes. Now next, the second one. What about 0 and -9/5? Now here in this case, we know, as just I mentioned about the number line, negative numbers are written on the left hand side of 0. So of course this negative number will be less compared to 0. So directly here we can write that 0, yes, will be greater because this negative number will be less. Yes, so of course 0 will be greater than this negative fraction. Yes, so any negative number or any negative fraction will be less than 0 and 0 will be greater. Next, the third one, 8 upon 7 comma 0. How do we compare this two? Now since this 8 upon 7, this fraction is a positive fraction. So all the positive fractions are written, all the positive numbers are written on the right hand side of the 0 on a number line. So they are all greater than 0. Yes, so all positive numbers are greater than 0. So here also we can write 8 upon 7, yes, is greater than 0. Clear? I hope all these three are clear to you all. Next, the fourth one. Here if you see, the numbers are minus 5 upon 4. Yes, and the next is 1 upon 4. So how do we compare these two fractions? Students, if you observe this, you see that this on the left hand side is a negative fraction and on the right hand side is a positive fractions. So as I mentioned, all the numbers towards the right hand side, all the positive numbers will be towards the right hand side of 0 and all the negative numbers are towards the left hand side of 0. So this, of course, the negative fraction or any negative numbers, as you all know, they are always less than the positive numbers. Yes. So here also you can write minus 5 upon 4 is less than 1 upon 4. Is that clear? Yes. Next, fifth one. Here we have the fraction 40 upon 29 and 141 upon 29. Yes. Students, in this case, both are positive fractions. Yes. And as per the rules, very first thing we see is whether the denominators are equal. If denominators are equal, then by comparing it with the numerator, we can directly compare these fractions. So here as we can see, denominators are already equal. So the right hand side fraction, yes, here the numerator 141 is greater. So of course this fraction will be greater than the left hand side fraction. That is 40 upon 29 will be less compared to 141 upon 29. Yes. So 40 upon 29 will be less than 141 upon 29. I hope that is clear to you. Next, sixth one. Here we have negative 17 upon 20. The fraction is minus 17 upon 20 and minus 13 upon 20. So students, here both the fractions are negative. Initially when I started with these two numbers, minus 7 and minus 2, I mentioned you all that first we have to convert this into positive. Yes, and the one with a greater positive number, yes, it will be lesser for the negative. Clear? Now here we already see, first we have to see whether the denominators are equal. As you can see here, denominators are already equal. So on the basis of numerators, we can compare these fractions. Yes. So first I will write negative 17 upon 20 and negative 13 upon 20 into positive. So it will become 17 upon 20. Yes. And 13 upon 20. Now students, if you observe, yes, here denominators are same. So we can compare on the basis of numerators. Numerator 17 is greater than 13. So of course this fraction 17 upon 20 will be greater than 13 upon 20. Yes. So if positive 17 upon 20 is greater than positive 13 upon 20, then negative 17 upon 20 will be less than negative 13 upon 20. Yes, it will be just reversed. Clear? Because negative 17 upon 20 will be towards the left hand side, yes, on the number line compared to negative 13 upon 20. Clear? So accordingly we can compare the fractions. I hope all these 6 problems of practice set 1.2 are clear to you, so that we can start with the next. Yes.